Hey everybody, it's Atheist for the Cause here with another video for you, and this one is an article review of some ridiculous about how Trump may have broken the law by deleting Covfefe tweet. Just after midnight on May 31st, President Donald Trump posted one of his most controversial tweets ever. It wasn't controversial because of his politics, but oh yeah, that has nothing to do with it, right? But rather because of a single word, reports the New York Times. Well, if the New York Times reports it, it must be true. At 12:06 a.m., Trump tweeted, "Despite the constant negative press, Covfefe." But that's all that the tweet said. By 1 a.m., the mysterious post had consumed Twitter, mostly with humorous speculation on the meaning of Covfefe, which is generally assumed to be a typo of the intended word coverage. And it says, despite the constant negative press, Covfefe, in response to Jared Kushner, didn't suggest Russian communications channel in meeting, source says. I was going to cover that, now we got around to it, but maybe I still will. But as you can see, coverage would make sense. These letters, F and E, are actually kind of close to some of the other letters in coverage. And it says, despite the constant negative press, coverage would make sense. At least one person compared it to the classic movie Citizen Kane, in which a reporter searches for the meaning of rosebud, which was the dying word of a newspaper magnate. In another movie reference, it was joked that Covfefe is what actor Bill Murray silently whispered to Scarlett Johansson at the end of the movie, Lost in Translation. The London Independent wondered if Trump's keyboard might have been randomly struck, noting that the iPhone, the brand used by the president, doesn't autocorrect the word Covfefe because it's not similar enough to any other real word. There's even a conspiracy theory circulating which claims that Google translates Covfefe as Soviet. Conspiracy, huh? Well, okay, let's see if the conspiracy theory is right. All right, so we're gonna type in English Covfefe, and we're gonna convert it to Russian. Kind of seems like it doesn't translate to Soviet. Alright, let's try putting it in Russian to English. Translate still says Covfefe. It didn't actually translate. Let's try detecting the language. Samoan didn't translate to anything. What if we do Russian? Nope, still didn't. Okay, I think we've debunked that conspiracy theory. Of course, other conspiracy theories might be correct. Because not all conspiracy theories are equal, but, we can actually test these. And I recommend that the mainstream media take on some of these quote-unquote conspiracy theories that they are so sure are inaccurate, such as the, Seth Rich being murdered theory that it has something to do with the Clinton campaign or, nefarious, he was murdered by the deep state or something to that effect, or much of the stuff that was investigated in Pizzagate. Look into the facts on those, and I think you'll see a lot of reasonable facts that you can't just go to Google Translate like I did and prove it wrong. So because there are facts that are facts, like Laura Silsby actually was convicted of crimes in Haiti when she was trafficking children illegally. And she was warned over and over. I mean, so you can call these conspiracy theories, but they have relevance. And unlike a conspiracy theory like this, which has no relevance. So why don't you do a little investigation, the mainstream media, if you want to call all this stuff bullshit, and prove it bullshit. By 3 a.m., in typical American tradition, Covfefe t-shirts were being sold online. After about 6 hours of going viral, the president's mysterious tweet was finally deleted, either by himself or a staff member. At 5:09 a.m., Trump himself got in on the fun. "Who can figure out the true meaning of Covfefe?" he tweeted. "Enjoy." On a more serious note, the fact that, and here's where we're getting to the good stuff now, folks. On a more serious note, the fact that the tweet was deleted might be against the law, notes The Independent. Oh my god. So somehow we're turning Covfefe into law breaking. Is everything Trump does going to be turned into by the mainstream media? Because while I'm using the source that isn't the mainstream media, but they're getting their information from The Independent, which is the mainstream media. And is this all they're going to do, is take anything they can possibly take and twist it to point to, oh, Trump's breaking laws, impeachment? I mean, by law, the president's communications are required to be preserved, and the White House has been instructed by the National Archives that it must capture and preserve all tweets that the president posts, including those that are subsequently deleted. There's a, interesting note here that you can actually, even if a tweet's deleted, Twitter actually saves these. They don't just disappear overnight. And then there are all sorts of archives available and stuff. The the tweets have been embedded all over. This is a preservation. This image in the freaking article is a preservation of his quote, of his tweet. So if someone tried to say, oh, Trump, you broke the law, he could point to this article that his information was preserved. It doesn't have to be the hard tweet. Jesus. And this is all under the assumption that they're not even preserving it like they say they are. And I have no reason to believe they aren't, but if for some reason they aren't preserving these tweets like the National Archives wants, it's preserved all over the internet. Jesus Christ. How petty can you get? And this is something that the country is finally having, fun over and coming together. And The Independent comes in and tries to just stir shit up for no reason. But the president is not required to prove that he has done so. And although the White House has claimed that Trump's deleted tweets are being recorded, it hasn't offered any proof yet. You just said they're not required to offer proof. Why would they require? So why are you even talking about this? Why would you expect them to offer proof that they've saved deleted tweets? That's dumb when they don't have to. Just randomly, When would you have expected them to offer this proof? Trump's posts that include typos or other mistakes are regularly removed and reposted after they have been corrected. So far, the Covfefe tweet has not been reposted on a Twitter account, although copies of it have been reposted thousands of times on the internet. So all the points, are you fucking kidding me? All the points I have made up to this point, you're now admitting. So what the fuck is the point of this entire article? And what is the point of I know you're not The Independent opposing views, but what is the point of The Independent posting this shit? They have to know, it's pretty obvious the internet saves pretty much everything. As for Covfefe, whether or not it makes it into the dictionary remains to be seen. So, it's just more bullshit, and the mainstream media is using something as innocent as mistyping coverage to Covfefe as Covfefe, and now trying to declare the fact that because it was deleted that he may have broken the law. And notice that they're not saying he did break the law. He may have broken the law, okay? That's right in the title. Trump may have broken law by deleting Covfefe tweet. And so it's like, did he break the law or didn't he? Okay, well, he didn't. You have no proof he did. At the very minimum, you have no proof he broke the law, because deleting a tweet isn't breaking the law. Posting this message isn't breaking the law. The only thing that could possibly be breaking the law would be not preserving this, which wouldn't even be on Trump. It would be on the responsibility of the people who are preserving his information. So, I mean, this is all out to make Trump look bad by the Independent, and I want you guys to really take this information, and this, because this is as innocent as it gets, right? Something like this tweet and deleting it, and it's as innocent as it gets, but we can learn a lot from how the media is reacting to this. And, you just apply what they're doing here with, Trump may have broken the law, and then apply that to the Russian scandal or alleged scandal where they're trying to say Trump colluded with Russia, but they won't say Trump colluded with Russia. They'll say Trump may have colluded with Russia. And I want you to notice that, because just like with this, the whole collusion narrative is bullshit. And they throw in may so that they can basically say whatever they want while being protected from libel laws. So, you gotta look at this with a skeptical eye, and you have to pick up on those little words like may have instead of just saying Trump broke the law. And it often offers insight into what their goal is. This is about pushing a narrative. They know he didn't break the law. It's about pushing the narrative that Trump is a lawbreaker, and if you think Trump may have broken the law here, he seems to be, it fits that incompetent narrative as well. And then, when you hear, oh, Trump may have broken the law with Russia as well, then maybe you're more likely to believe that. And, I mean, change out Trump with, if you fall on the left, with Obama. Or if you're like on the right and you're a little on the you're say you're in like your 40s or 50s, change out Trump with Reagan. And none of this would be a big deal. So it's just bullshit, but I wanted to expose the mainstream media bullshit here a little bit, and it's not much, so I'm going to end it here, and keep your eyes open for more videos. I have some in the works, so I'll talk to you guys later.